Hey everyone, it's Susan. I decided I wanted to play a little bit with these sprays. These sprays I haven't touched in several years, and I almost got rid of them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give these another try. So they are, I'm sure, well, I don't remember where I bought them, but they are made by Plain Jane. Yeah, and they're dark colors, so you can see. Oops. Wait, my fingers aren't working. You know, you can see that they are dark colors, and we're gonna do some swatching with these, and then I hope to make this piece of paper into some fodder to use on a collage at a later time. I also have these, which I thought they all came together, but it kind of looks like the branding on them are a little different. Is that true? I don't know. I really thought they were all Sukaniko. But this says Imagine. So these two might be different than this cherry blossom. No, I think that they all came together. I really do, but they're different colors. So we're going to look at those two. And then I pulled out some Faber-Castell Pitt pens in gray, black, and brown to maybe do some doodling or whatever the case may be. And I have a couple stencils here along with a few different paints and stuff that are gold. So we'll see where it goes. I don't know. It's not going to be anything big. This piece of paper feels like a paper bag, but I'm sure it was some sort of packaging, some, to ship or whatever. So yeah. So it is a little crinkly, so sorry about that. Okay. So all I want to do, and I'm hoping that this paper isn't too porous, but we're going to go ahead and just do some swatches. Now, if these things don't spray, which there is a chance that they may not, I do have a needle over here, but even not, I'll just open it and I'll just, get a little bit onto the paper. So all I wanted to do, oh, this does spray. Okay. Let me give it a little better shake. Ah, there we go. Gosh, you see that difference? So all I want to do is, I was thinking of making them in like a box shape. That's just kind of where my head was going. I do have some water here, so I'm going to clean off in between each color so that my brush doesn't mess up, the color. All right, and then this one is called Clay. Let me give it a shake. And it's all right if these overlap a little bit. It's okay. Uh-oh, this one's not working. Let's see. Yep, nope. All right, so we're going to do this. So we're going to see. I'm just going to pour. I know, everybody hold your breath. Okay, that was a lot. Like there was some air coming out, but it didn't spray. But okay, so we're going to do this. Let's pull this back. So it wasn't so much. That wasn't so bad. That could have turned out pretty darn treacherous. You know what? I need the water over here. Okay, so that's that. Now I have two more of this particular brand of Plain Jane. Have any of you heard of this brand before? Look at that. That doesn't look gray. It looks gray in the bottle. It must be the sprayer. Oh, there we go. Ah, the more I spray, the better it gets. All right, so this is going to be a big square because that turned out to be a lot. And this paper is turning out pretty good. It's a little porous, but that's okay. And then this is the last of the plain Jane. This looks really dark, so I'm hoping that not a lot sprays out of this. Ooh, see how dark that is? And what I do, and I haven't done it since I've been spraying these, but I do always try to wipe off the spray nozzle just so that it doesn't clog. It helps it not to clog. Let me just do this one too. And I think it makes a difference. But, okay, so let's do this one. All right, come on. All right, I like that they're overlapping because that gives even more colors, right? Where the colors are overlapping, they actually blend together and give a little bit different color. Okay, so that's those four. So now we're going to switch to these. Now these are a totally different thing. Totally different. I kind of expect these to work, but you never know. I'll spray down here. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can tell, just like with certain sprays are more, I'm going to say, liquidy. You know, they have no mica or less mica in them. And yeah, so it kind of helps it not to clog. I like that a lot. Look at how beautiful that color is, for sure. All right, so let's do, this is going to be, I'm hoping it's not too red because the rest of the colors are not red. Yeah, that's pretty red. That's all right. Oops, I forgot to, oops. Oh, well, that top went to the floor. All right. I have a feeling if I kept spraying that, it would come out even darker. You know, I'm going to spray it one more time. Why not? Why not? Yeah, see, it's getting a little darker with every spray. But I don't want it super dark, so I'm going to leave it just like that. And then this one, and it's called Walnut Ink. I don't know. Ooh, look how beautiful that is. Look at how gorgeous. I mean, it's not any different than any, you know, Ranger product, which this isn't Ranger. None of these are made by Ranger, but I like them. I like them a lot. Okay, so I have those. So what I could do at this point, I think I'll just kind of leave it like this, and we're going to stencil, and then we'll go ahead, or should I use these first? Maybe I'll use these first, and then we'll go ahead and stencil a little bit. I think it'll be easier to use these directly onto the paper, or even on top of these inks. Better than it will work, better than using the paints and then these. I think it'll work better to do the pit pens first and then stenciling on top. Okay, so that's basically dry. Feels dry to me. All right. So now I just want to play. We're just going to play. That's it. I think I'm going to maybe, I don't know what color to start with. You know, let me see how dark this brown is. And all I wanted to do was this. That's all. I mean, you can spend an hour, right, playing and doodling right? Which I love to doodle. I'm sure most of you do as well. Let me know if you are fond of doodling. And yeah, yep. So let me tell you a little bit more about, I'm just trying to think here. Maybe I'll just put dots on this one because it'll be fast and easy. So I'll just kind of tell you a little bit about the cleanup that I've been doing along with my friends, Helen, Fran, and Cindy. And we are all just going to town with cleaning up different areas of our craft rooms. And it's interesting to me because each one of us has a different weak point, right? So each one, like one might prefer paper, one might prefer paints, somebody else might prefer stencils or paper or die cuts. You know, so it's interesting that we all favor different types of crafty supplies and paints and stuff. You know what? I think I'll just kind of do this here too. Just to have something in the middle. And I think I'll do black actually around this gray also. I mean, these are the only Pitt pens I have here on my desk. So I figure, well, I'll use them since they're sitting here. Okay, so I'm just trying to think. Maybe what I'll do here. I'm thinking. Since it, excuse me, since it's going to be pretty geometrical because of these shapes as well. So that's what I'm just thinking, geometrics. So maybe what I'll do is put some rectangles on here. So just think how fun these will look, or this paper will look torn up and glued onto a collage, right? A collage page in one of my journals or in on a canvas, whatever the case may be. Yep. So let me know if you're a doodler. Okay, so that's that. All right, and then let's go. I don't know how dark this gray is either, but let's give it a try. Oh, it's dark. I guess the gray with on top of the brown makes it darker. So I think I'm just gonna follow this design like that. Easy peasy. And we'll use this same color down here. And then we're done with the doodling. Now, one thing you have to be careful of is when you're making fodder and if you're going to use like a wet matte medium, like this, for example, you know, if you don't want, oh, I forgot this one up here. If you don't want your colors to move, make sure you're using like archival or not water soluble products underneath, right? Because otherwise, it's just it's just going to make a mess, really. I mean, unless you want it to, you know, be activated. All right, I have one more, so I think I'm going to go back to this brown, and let's see if we can make a square out of this. Whoops. And this one, I'm going to make circles, all different sizes. So I hope that you do this too. Just take out some pens and some whatever. They don't have to be sprays like this, you know, paints, whatever you have. Yeah. So I think I'm going to kind of play with this. And I'm thinking, what should I use? So this is an actual dabber. And I don't know if I should use this or, well, you know what, the dabber doesn't work, but that doesn't mean I can't use the inside of it. So I'm going to try this. I don't think it'll work really well on that because it's too flexible. Let's see. I'm going to use it like a paste. And I don't want it all over. But I do want it around the page. Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's pretty. That adds a whole other dimension onto this. Wow, super pretty. Super pretty. Of course, I'm getting it all over my fingers. You guys know that, right? This is going to take a long time to dry. But I like it. I like it. Oops, come on. All right. All right, I messed up a little there, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to make sure I wash this. I don't normally wash my stencils, but this is kind of thick and heavy. I'm gonna actually put that in my little jar next to me. And let me grab a tissue and let's get this off of this palette knife. Good, good, good. So see, that was good. So something that would normally be thrown away, you can definitely use for sure. So I'm not going to put this on top of it only because, well, it's just gonna, it won't work now that I have this gold on here and it's wet and it's thick. It's not drying anytime soon. But I do think we should do some splattering, so let's do that. And I'm just going to grab my Dino Wakley black gesso, and we're just going to go ahead and put some in my little bowl, spray a little water, not too much. I don't want it too wet, but it has to be wet enough that, you know, I can splatter it. Sorry for that arm reach. Yep, this should be good. I'll try not to get splatter everywhere because normally I do. Oh. This is how you get splatter everywhere, doing it that way. This way is much safer. Yep, and I'm just going to try to get some to the ends of the paper. Now, how the heck is that? Isn't that awesome for some interesting fodder? It is unique. It's individual. Nobody else is going to have it. I'm just going to wipe down my work area just real quick. And that's going to be it for this video. Like, how fun is that? Yep, yep, yep. All right. So let me hold it up so you guys can see it up close. Like, how fun is that? So it's a piece of throwaway paper, some sort of shipping packaging, with some old sprays that I haven't used in years, and then using this gold, which is a Ranger product, which is really, really, really old, through the stencil and some Pitt pens, Faber-Castell Pitt pens. Just fun, right? Some fun stuff to just fool around and play. So that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon. God bless. Have a great week. Bye-bye.